want you to make him feel welcome as he takes off. Watch what happens on takeoff as this Super Stearman climbs into the sky. He snap rolls on takeoff. How about that? That's the way to start the NAS Jax Air Show. And as Greg Shelton proceeds out to start his first maneuver, another big round of applause for HM3 Grace Layukin and the Windward Brass from Navy Band Southeast. To the left, let's watch Greg Shelton, a guy who got interested in flying at a very young age, diving down towards show center. He'll get up to about he'll roll back on the stick. By the way, he's flying in an open cockpit biplane, and that open cockpit means that all the breeze that's going there, that's right in his face. 2 points of a 4-point roll after 5/8 of a loop. 1/2 of a Cuban 8 maneuver. Now let's watch Greg as he comes down the backside with another 2 points of a 4-point roll. That is called the Cuban 8. A little bit about the Cuban 8. Back in 1936 at the Miami Air Races, a guy named Len Povey was flying a routine and was too low at the top of a loop to safely complete it. So he did what Greg did, 5/8 of a loop, rolled upright, did the same thing in the opposite direction, and his air show smoke carved a figure 8 in the sky. Nobody had ever seen the maneuver before, and at the end of the show, they asked him what the maneuver was, and he said, you know, since he was teaching the Cuban Air Force pilots to fly aerobatics, he replied with 2 words in Spanish. The name has stuck for 82 years. Now, little tip here for those of you using your smartphones. Hold them sideways. Be a little easier, kind of like cinema. You get a better picture because they're going left to right, okay? Just a little thing. It's one of my pet peeves, but that's all right. Greg Shelton on the left. He's got the altitude. Now he'll drop that nose below the horizon to pick up some more speed. He's got to get it going. This is about coming over the top. This time, do the roundhouse loop. The airplane he's flying was actually designed in the 20s, owned by Lloyd Stearman, and was sold to Boeing in the 30s, and then became a primary trainer for the United States Navy and the United States Army Air Force and other countries as well, including Canada. With a 220 horsepower motor on the front, it was a primary trainer, the most simple of airplanes a cadet would first fly when on the road to earning his wings. But after the war, these airplanes were modified for use in the agricultural spray business with more powerful engines, with a 450 horsepower motor. This is the hammerhead stall turn. Gives you 9 cents change, with a snap roll on the down line for a little extra added bonus. So these 450 horsepower motor Stearmans used a lot for agricultural spraying, but have found their way into the air show business, and they become a very, very cool way of celebrating the golden age of aviation. From primary to basic to advanced. 36 weeks at the beginning of the war, but if they didn't get past this airplane, they didn't get to do anything. This is the inverted pass. Let's wave, Greg! 50 horsepower motor you're hearing is also, well, it's got some added spunk to the noise. The propeller tips are actually going supersonic, creating mini sonic booms at about 2,200 revolutions per minute. When Greg was learning how to fly, he learned how to fly in a little J3 Piper Cub. But before he even got through his private pilot's training, he traded it in for a Stardust or two so he could pursue aerobatics. All right, coming in for what I think is going to be the last pass. Let's take a look, see if we can get a good shot of Greg Shelton as he comes by. This is called the barrel roll. Maintaining one positive time the force of gravity all the way through that maneuver. If he had a glass of iced tea in the cabin with him there and went through that maneuver, he maintains the G all the way through. That glass would remain full. It wouldn't fall out or anything. Just keeping it going. What a talented pilot he is. And also one of the best warbird pilots, flying a Navy fighter from the beginning of World War II, the Grumman Wildcat. And he will be back later on with his bride, Ashley Shelton, doing a wing walking routine. Ladies and gentlemen, he's about to bring it into land. Why don't you join me in a big round of applause, if you will, for Mr. Greg Shelton. Don't forget to pay a visit to the Florida Times Union Tent today.